Hello friends, welcome back to your channel ashishwebcast. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the next video of how to set up two-tier PKI environment series. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel ashishwebcast and please watch my other videos as well. You will get the link for my other videos in the description box. So let's start this video without any further delay. So in this video, we will perform post-installation configuration for root CA. So let's open command prompt. So as you can see right now, I am logged in on my offline root CA, CA1. So since our root CA is offline, or you can say it's in work group, so we need to define Active Directory configuration partition distinguished name. For that, we need to run one command. So here we have defined what will be the configuration partition, that is configuration DC Ashish webcast DC.com. Hit enter. Let's see if the key got created. Let's open regedit. So it has automatically taken us to this path. Let's check DSConfigDN with the configuration partition of Ashish webcast domain. So in the next step, we have to set what will be the maximum lifetime of the CRL and what will be the unit. It will be days, weeks, or years. For that, we need to run a couple of commands. Let's copy that command and run it here. So it has run. It says we need to start the Certutil service, but we need to run a couple of commands. So we will start the service at the end. Next, we need to define CRL overlap period units and CRL overlap period. So let's copy those commands and run it here. It ran successfully. So in the next step, we have to define what will be the validity of all the certificates that are issued by our offline root CA. So for that, we need to run two commands. First one will tell like for how much time the certificates will be valid and what will be the unit. So let's run them. So it has defined for 10 years will be the validity 10 and the unit will be in years. So it is done. So now we have to set the AIA and CDP location. Okay. For that we have the command. We will put it on the notepad over here. There are number of ways to do that. We can do it via the command or through GUI, but I'll prefer doing it via command. So here we have like kept like what will be the multiple AIA path. So we have kept the C Windows System 32 cert SRV and cert enroll. And next we have kept the LDAP path, and in the last we have kept the HTTP path. So in our case, it is server1 dot ashishwebcast.com. So that's it. We need to take this command and run it. Server1, let's verify that. That's fine. Let's run that command. Clear this. And run this command. Okay, it has set. So we can verify it by checking the registry key. Let's open the registry editor and let's go to the same path. And then we need to verify the CRL publications URL. Yeah, sorry, this one. This will be CA cert publication URLs. So it has been entered here. Same we can see in the command prompt output as well. So now we have to configure the CDP path for CDP. So again, we have to run one command. I have pasted the command again over here. Let me remove that and copy the next command. So everything will remain same, just we need to change our server name, because so in our case the HTTP server is server1.ashishwebcast.com. Let's copy this command and run it over here. So it has added that, and now what we have to do, we can even check it here. So now this is CRL publication URL, it's here, and for the AIA it's here. Okay, now we need to restart the CA service because we have performed a couple of tasks. We can do it via command prompt, or we can do it via the GUI as well. So let's open, we have open certificate authority. From here we can start the service. So we need to stop the service. We need to start the service. Once it is done, we need to publish the CRL. So it will take type of CRL, new CRLs, click on OK, and that's it. So we have performed the post installation configuration for root CA. That's all for this video. Stay tuned for my next video. Till then, bye and keep learning. Thank you.